Good morning, sir. Raju Sheikh, sir. Rajni ma'am here.
हॅलो.
Start, sir.
हा सर, आवाज येत नाही. आवाज. हॅलो. हा गायकवाड सर, आवाज येत नाही तुमचा.
हा बोला. वेलकम सेशन सुरू करा. आणि
ओके.
सर जॉईन झालेत आपल्यामध्ये.
ओके ओके सर. हॅलो.
हा आवाज येतोय सर.
डॉक्टर काळे प्रमोद यांचं वेलकम सेशन मध्ये या ठिकाणी होतं.
काळे प्रमोद सर. काळे प्रमोद सर.
I request Professor Sanju Sonone sir, please start the session. Welcome. Hello. On the behalf of School of Education, Savitribai Phule, Pune University. Professor Sanju Sonone sir, please start.
हॅलो. हा येस सर, आवाज येतोय. तुम्ही सुरू करू शकता सर.
सुरू कर. स्लाइड शेअर केली माझी, होत नाही.
हॅलो. येत नाही सर.
हे बघ ना, पोस्ट डिसेबल्ड पार्टिसिपेंट.
हा आपण को होस्ट झाला असेल तर होईल सर शेअर.
हॅलो रोजनी मॅडम.
हॅलो सर. हॅलो.
हॅलो
बोला सर, बोलते. हॅलो सर.
हा मॅडम.
हा बोला सर.
केलं ना?
हा बोला मॅडम. आवाज येतोय मॅडम आता?
हो येतोय सर, बोला.
झाली का? तिकडं कुठं दिसायला लागली ना?
डॉक्टर संजीव सोनवणे सरांचं या ठिकाणी आम्ही सर्वजण
Hello
स्वागत
everyone.
करतो. येस, आणि विनंती करतो सरांना की त्यांनी आपल्या सेशनला सुरुवात करावी. सर, सर्वांचं स्वागत आहे.
हॅलो
येस सर, आवाज येतोय सर तुमचा.
राजू शेख, माझा आवाज येतो का?
येस सर, क्लिअर आवाज येतोय सर, एकदम क्लिअर.
येत आहे सर.
येस सर. येस सर, आवाज येतोय सर तुमचा.
माझा आवाज येतो का?
येस सर, एकदम क्लिअर आवाज येतो. आपण सुरुवात करावी सर. एकदम आवाज येतोय सर
तुला
सगळ्यांना.
आवाज येत नाही मला.
आवाज येऊन राहिलाय सर.
तुमचा आवाज येतोय
हो
सर.
सर.
उज्ज्वला, आवाज येतो का माझा?
हो सर,
सर हो येऊन राहिलाय सर.
हो सर, येतोय 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 सर.
हॅलो,
यस सर, यस सर,
आवाज येतो का?
यस सर.
हो
Yes,
सर.
सर, आवाज एकदम क्लिअर येतोय सर.
बर. दुसरं, स्लाइड दिसायला लागली का?
हो सर, हो सर, हो सर, यस सर.
गुड.
स्लाइड शेअर केलेली आहे ती आम्हाला स्पष्ट दिसते सर.
एक्सलंट, एक्सलंट. मग आता सुरू करू आपण.
येस सर.
यस सर, यस सर.
Yesterday we was discussing about through research how the generalization is made, and accordingly how we create a general statement which we call as a theory building and everything, isn't it? कोण गाडीत बसलंय तरी कमीत कमी आवाज तर म्यूट करा. Who is traveling by car, please mute. So yesterday we was discussing about very clearly how the generalization or theory is established through the research process. Today we are going to see the approach of interdisciplinary approach. Yesterday we was a little bit discussing about the one of the aspect of the what is meant by problem, and in that we was at the common understanding that the problem is to achieve expectations and the gap between expectations and the facts, isn't it? But you see the in India, the nature of problem, it is, or they are different. The problem and nature of problem. Once we know that what type of problems we are facing, and to find out a solution, we do research. We find out a research. One of the example yesterday we had discussed regarding the why the students are coming late, and we found that there are so many reasons. Students tell us regarding their transportation problem, their food problem, they have to support the family and their own interest and all these things. There was a different area. Like that, if you see the problem in our daily life, and we want to solve through that problem through the research, or we can say the societal problem. So I will share with you one of the problem that after a census and analyzing the data of a population in a specific area or all over the nation, we recognize that there is a gap or there is a difference between men and women per thousand. Per thousand men, and how much are the women to it? Now this is the problem, that they are not similar. Only very few areas or few states are there, like Kerala, Goa, and some northeast states. They have a good number of women with the per thousand men in the population. But what about the Haryana? What about the Maharashtra, Gujarat, UP, and other states, Bihar, and all? Why this is there? Expectations here, as per our problems definition, we can analyze this. What are the expectations? Expectations are very simple. The expectations are right like that. There are in the population 1,000 men are there, and there should be again the 1,000 women. But fact is different. Fact is different. What are the reasons behind it? Please take a pen and paper and write down why there is no equal number of men and women per thousand in the population. Please write the reason, what you are feeling. We will share it again each other.
So female infant.
Write down your 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever may be the reason. We will discuss it. Yashika, write down. If you finish, then
it
tell
is a
me.
social problem.
Oh, correct.
Sir, because social problem because many families are wants only a man or child birth is a boy.
Right. Okay, correct. Why?
Sir, because they earn in many things in our family. Boys are capable to do in the night work. Women are not capable in the night. मतलब वो फीमेल्स को बाहर नहीं निकलने देना चाहते हैं ज्यादा, क्योंकि लड़के ज्यादा काम कर लेते हैं, उनकी फैमिली में अर्न ज्यादा होगा, तो वो चाहेंगे कि लड़कियां ना हो, लड़के ही ज्यादा हो, इसीलिए वो रेशियो जो है वो फीमेल और मेल का या मैन और वुमेन का में
एक रीजन है कि everybody the family wants son.
Yes.
As a baby.
Yes.
Baby, and you are saying that economic is the one of the reason.
Yes,
sir. Economics is the one of the reason.
Yes, sir. Economic reason.
Okay. What will be the another reason? Are you all agree that not so many families wants the son as a baby?
No, sir.
Please discuss.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. Please continue. Marti.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sir.
Yes, sir, we definitely agree. One of the reason is it's a men-based society.
Men-based society. Okay. So first reason is the attitude of the family. So how you categorize in the subject area? So which subject will address? Knowledge. Subject knowledge will address. So first was how we know that there is a difference between men and women in the society. it was identified by a population science. First is write down the list of the subject involved to solve the problem. The first is the population science. Then second, as the family, the Sita madam had said that the attitude of the family. So what is the attitude of the family? Which subject or which discipline will study? Attitude study is included in which area?
Psychology.
Psychology. Then second is the psychology. Population science, then psychology. Then Sita madam said that economic interest is involved in that.
Yes, sir. Economical.
Third one is the economics also involved in that. So are there any reason, any other reason that the family wants a son? Are there
Social
other
status.
reasons?
Social status.
Sociology is also social status. Sociology is also involved in that, sir.
Sociology is involved in that. Huh? Okay. This is the third one. Then another one. What is the approach of the family? Why family wants son? How they are thinking?
मुलगा हवा, वंशाचा दिवा असतो आणि तो वंश पुढे चालवतो म्हणून मुलगा हवा. ही एक पद्धत आपल्या समाजामध्ये रूढ चाललेली आहे, म्हणून मुलाला जास्त महत्व दिलं जाते सोसायटीमध्ये.
They want son for next generation, and next generation they have ancestors. Isn't it? So for that purpose they are thinking. So attitude is there. Their attitude is like that. Okay. Then this study will be done through which area? Which subject knowledge will help you study this type of attitude?
Population education.
Population education.
Sir, attitude.
Yes.
Sir,
Raouf
attitude
want to
test.
say something? Please. Raouf, continue.
There is a slogan that men were called as asset and females as liability. That is why everyone prefers.
Again, this is a attitude.
Attitude, yes, sir. Yes,
Sir, attitude test.
Attitude in psychology area.
Yes, sir. Psychology area and
We have
attitude
considered
test.
that area. Now what happens to next?
Sir, population takes place survey method.
Sir, that is the population science.
Okay.
But now what happens? Who comes to help them to drop the female pubertal? What the family do? Suppose in family their daughter-in-law is expecting a baby. What the family do?
Sir, family concerned to doctor.
Sir, marriage system, type of family, there are also causes for this one, and the concept of property act related to the rules, transfer of property.
That means legal aspect. Law.
Yes, sir. Continuation of the family, and the male domination, male leadership in the family.
That we had considered in sociology. We had considered
Yes,
this out there. Then as per the Arvind, there are some legal issues. Then,
yes, sir.
Then just now, when the family decide that now the baby is coming in our home, so what they do? Actually, they go to doctor.
Yes, sir. Consent to the doctor.
That means medical expert or doctors involved in that. What they do? What they do? They go for sonography. They identify the sex. They identify the sex and they drop it. Who helps them? The medical people?
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Unethical
Medical
practice
people
of
and
medical.
Sir, and unethical.
Unethical practice of medical. That means it's a value education in a medical education. Unethical medical education comes there. Because it is a fault of there is a not having a effective values inculcated into the doctor, Their doctor may be experts in medicine, operations, their own skills and knowledge of medical sciences, but the ethical practices are there a question. Good doctor or value-based doctor never do it like this. So unethical medical education enters into it. But what happens to next then? A case of Haryana, I had gone across through the newspaper. When there was an election of panchayat of a village, the candidate reached to the young boy's home to have to requesting to cast a vote to him. So normally when any candidate in election goes to the home, the people ask them, हमारा यहाँ हमारे पानी चाहिए, बिजली चाहिए, रास्ता चाहिए, अच्छा गटर चाहिए, साफ सफाई करनी चाहिए, ऐसा ये चीजें डिमांड करती है. लेकिन वो लड़के ने बोला, मैं आपको वोट देता हूं, I will vote to you if you give me wife. It was happening in Haryana. So this, we are deciding the population science problem. It became an attitudinal, that psychology problem of a family. Then it became a legal aspect, sociological aspect. Then again we reach to the unethical medical education and practices. Then we reach to the political issues, and then it became a political issues. That means how many subjects are involved to solve the problem? Can only a attitude of a family will finish this? Can only a ethical medical education will finish this? Can only a political people provide wife to the candidate and this problem will finish? Say, or we have to think in a combined way. All disciplines should work in together. What is your opinion?
So all together we have to work. Sociologist, government, political side, and also the religious aspects also. There are superstitions. If you don't have any male baby, you will not have any moksha like that. There are certain beliefs. All together we have to work.
Certain belief that religious education, or we can say the local education, that the public education, changing the mind, their mind and all these things. So these are the things. That means my thing is that problem is one. Problem is one. And to find out a solution, how many subjects has to involve in that? Can any person has all subjects knowledge? No. Then the team of different discipline experts has to come together to solve such a larger and complex problem. And that's why the understanding the problem, to solve the problem, how many disciplines will be involved? According to that, how many experts from different areas to be involved in that? And that's why we need a interdisciplinary approach. We need to understand basically the interdisciplinary approach, multidisciplinary approach, transdisciplinary approach in research. Because now, from this decision just now, we had discussed one problem. If I discuss another problem of environmental problem, what will happen? What will happen? Can like this men and women percentage or number?
No, sir. No, sir. It is an environmental science. It goes to environmental science.
But can only environmental science will help it? Again, the people's attitude, again chemistry, again physics, again biological sciences. Isn't it?
Sir,
Engineering also
sir.
involved there.
Yes, sir.
Water education, lots of air education, lots of things are involved in that. So again, I am saying that when the problem is complex, when we analyze the nature of a problem, that is why it is very important to understand the nature of the problem. And after that, To find out a solution, we need to understood that how many disciplines knowledge is required to solve a one problem, which is we feel that it is a complex and so many things are involved in that. Now, second thing is that due to this, what happens? The unidiscipline. I am physics person. I am only a geography person. I am only a language person. Can myself as a unidiscipline knowledge person can involved in such a research, can one subject knowledge find out a solution of such a complex problem? To my opinion, it is not possible. I think everybody sitting here, everybody connected here, maybe agree with me that no one subject can solve a complex problems of the society, as so many aspects are involved in that. Are you agree with me? Then,
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
then we have to first, if we want to honestly find out a solution to a problem, we have to design a research in the nature or in the area of interdisciplinary research. And what is that interdisciplinarity? What is multidisciplinarity? What are the basic concepts of it? How to understand it? And then we can conduct a research in that area, the transdisciplinary or interdisciplinary research. Friends, I had purposefully, intentionally decided to discuss with you this type of approach in research to conduct by you. Last year, before this COVID, the University Grant Commission had announced 2 research schemes. You may be aware of it. One was the STRIDE. How many had heard the name of STRIDE? Are you aware of the STRIDE scheme? STRIDE scheme? You can search.
No, sir.
Yes.
This is a very prominent research funding scheme of University Grant Commission, supported by MHRD at that time, now MOE, Ministry of Education, Higher Education. And I was a evaluator and reached to the BHU. And because the BHU was the nodal agency for allotting the STRIDE projects, I will explain first to you. So what is the STRIDE project? STRIDE project is totally transdisciplinary research funding project to create a knowledge and to solve the complex problems of the society or any other. In this STRIDE project, you need to work in a team, and there was a 3-layer. One was totally involved for the institutions, and minimum funding for the project for the institution was 1 crore. You never believe or you never heard that one research project can get a investigator more than 1 crore money. This project was 1 crore money, and this was not for not for as a regular UGC minor and major research criteria has to be followed in that. There was totally different was there. Then I decided that out of the 6 projects which I evaluated, only one project I approved. Only one project I approved, and there was one condition that the project should be nature of a transdisciplinary nature. Lots of 59 projects who had submitted, the principal investigator, though they was a professor, I realized through the evaluating the 60 project, 59 people or their team from a different higher education institutes of India do not understood properly the uh, the the concept of transdisciplinarity in research. And that is why I decided to talk with you. You are budding researcher, upcoming young researcher coming in this area. Why not you should understood properly the nature of a interdisciplinarity. And yesterday, though the Rahul was a new person, he was explaining, I am now heading this university as a dean of interdisciplinary, faculty of interdisciplinary. And it is my prime duty to aware the people that what is the nature of interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary, and multidisciplinary, so that you can apply for stride scheme. Then another two aspect was there. One was regarding the individual principal investigator who is a junior one. That means below 40. They had a separate category. And then for senior, above 40, but should be professor. And the second first was the institutional, second was a young scientist, and third was the senior scientist, senior professors in the university. They can apply for this stride project. And interestingly, all the projects get funding more than one crore if the project is of that level. You have to justify your transdisciplinary nature of your problem and how you are applying a different subject knowledge there to understood very properly. And that is why I am explaining you here the nature of problem. What is the nature of problem of a interdiscipline? And we have studied that. Can single discipline be able to solve the complex problem? We had agreed that it is not possible. And that's why we have to understood the developing the understanding of interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, and transdisciplinary nature. So before that, we have to understood the discipline. What is meant by discipline? So discipline is a body of knowledge. And we say that science faculty, life sciences, languages, linguistics, social sciences, humanities, there are so many disciplines, but it is a body of knowledge. And interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary are classified according to the goal of the study, how disciplines integrated or united to understand any area, solving the problem, or formulate abstract knowledge. Even sometimes new knowledge is created there. New knowledge is created by using a different subject knowledge in that area. So that's the interesting thing. So what is meant by interdisciplinary study? Please go through this. Interdisciplinary study, it is the intersection of the two disciplines. Here, the biology and chemistry, we found a new area. That is the biochemistry. I think this type of the biostatistics, there are so many educational psychology like that. These are the discipline are there. Environmental geography, like that. There are two subjects come together, integrate in intersection of two subjects, we get it. Now I am requesting you at least write as per your interdisciplinary. I had given you one example of biochemistry, such that which two subjects or two disciplines are intersected to each other, so get a new area of a study. Please write down five examples. I'm giving you 2-3 minutes. Write down a interdisciplinary like that. This type of example I had share with you. please write down 5 examples of your own area, how the two subjects are coming together and giving birth to a new subject or new area of study.